What is up, everybody? Welcome back once again to your boy's channel. You already know who it is. Back with a brand new video. And yes, as you can see, another car video. Basically because I'm out and about and I'm busy. So, I don't have time to kind of go home, have to set everything up right now. But I want to talk to y'all, man, because James Gunn has been the hot topic to talk about. As y'all know, we are less than, 4 months away from the new Superman movie dropping. And I just got to say this, man. I am trying to have faith that this new Superman movie is going to be good. But quite honestly, the biggest thing staring me in the face is crypto. James Gunn has been marketing this movie as a crypto movie. And it has been hard to look past that, okay? I've said it before. That David Corn Sweat, a.k.a. Superman, should be front and center. But for whatever reason, we keep getting this movie marketed as a crypto movie. And I don't know what James Gunn is thinking. I don't know if maybe he's thinking like, hey, look, it's Superman, so the movie can market itself. No, you still got to put stuff out. Because we've had so many different Superman, literally, actors play this role, everybody could think this could be anything. It could be a documentary, it could be toy, it could be whatever. But for whatever reason, we ain't getting good marketing for this film except unless it's about crypto. And I just think that James Gunn need to really step up when it comes to marketing. Now, as far as what I've seen people talk about on social media, it's supposed to ramp up this month. So we're still early in this month, so hopefully we start getting some more marketing soon. Hopefully we get a new trailer soon. I know we got that extended clip from CinemaCon, but I really want another trailer. Hopefully when everybody's talking, you kind of get a better view, a better good point of, what the film's going to be about. Because that's another thing. Nobody really knows what the synopsis of this movie is. So, James, you got to get it together, Ragadude. You got to get it together. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the Batman. I honestly believe that the movie is dead in the water. James Gunn, I think, is going to dog walk the shit out of this and just come out and be like, all right, the Batman is not going to happen. Moving forward with a Batman for the DCU. Because Robert Pattinson, from what the reports are saying, is moving over to the Dune universe. So that most likely is going to put the Superman movie on hold. So I believe that it's not going to happen. I think unless he gets some definitive answer from his agent telling him, hey, the movie's happening or it's not happening, I think that's what's going to go into his decision. Right now, I will 100% believe that the Batman film will not happen. It is over. And you know what? To say I'm a little disappointed would be an understatement. I think this movie deserves a sequel, not because of the money brought in, not because of the money that it brought in, but just because it was a fun movie. It was a good film. I like the dark and gritty story that it told, and I would love to see Robert Pattinson continue to grow in the role. But honestly, 5 years between these two movies is fucking stupid. We should have already had this movie dropped out this year, which I already know is supposed to come out, I believe, next year, maybe this year. I know the writer strikes may have fucked up a lot of stuff, but to me, it just seems really stupid that we are still waiting on this movie. And I think the reports are saying it's not supposed to come out to 2027. Come on, man, for real. So I honestly believe that the movie is not going to happen. I think James Gunn is going to dog walk this out. He's just going to let it sit on the sidelines. I know a lot is being blamed about the script. I know, correct me if I'm wrong, Grace Randolph, she's a YouTuber. She came out and said that the director is dealing with some health complications. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, with this Batman film, but I honestly believe it's not going to happen. I don't see Robert Pattinson sitting on the sidelines and waiting like Mahershala Ali did for all these years before they decide to move forward. I think he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to take my career in my own hands and move on to the next best thing because the waiting is too long. And I know that James Gunn wants to have his own Superman take part in his own universe. He doesn't want to, at least from my take, I don't think he wants an already, younger Batman to take place in the DCU. Because if you all remember, there's supposed to be a Damian Wayne. So I can't see a young Bruce Wayne with a young Damian Wayne being in this movie. On top of that, this Bruce Wayne, played by Robert Pattinson, he's in his early years. So obviously they want a more seasoned Batman with a young Damian Wayne to play the role. So yeah, I'm disappointed, honestly, if we don't get this movie. But at the same time, I'm not surprised with all the time that has passed. It just seems like it was bound to happen sooner or later with all the news that kept dropping. It was just getting worse and worse and worse. You know, the movie kept getting pushed back. So it is what it is. You know, jumping back to Superman, I hope this movie is a hit. The funniest thing I've been seeing lately is somebody that's been creating these videos where you got Henry Cavill's Superman, you got Ben Affleck's Batman. They are beating up on this Superman, David Cornswept, as he's in that position, as y'all see in the clip, where Crypto is jumping all over him. And everybody has been having a good time with that clip. I laughed at it multiple times, man. I still don't like the suit. I still don't understand what the story is about. From what reports are saying, it's not going to be some complete story from A to Z. It's going to be a bunch of stories thrown in there because it's going to be Lex Luthor trying to stop Superman any way that he possibly can. So, you know, I'm just trying to keep hope, man, that this movie is going to be good and that, you know, it's going to knock it out of the park. I'm not saying it has to be $1 billion movie, but I believe, of course, it has to earn its money back and then some for it to be good. But I don't know, man. Y'all got to let me know. Do y'all think this DC universe is going to take off? I've also said that I think that maybe James Gunn should have came out with Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Green Lanterns. I know we're getting Green Lanterns. You know what I'm saying? In the Flash. Instead of giving us these B-list characters, it seems like he's just, you know, doing his own thing with his own pet project. So it is making me worried with what he is releasing, because we need the big heroes on the big screen. You know, maybe he wanted to go on a different route than what Marvel did and said, I'm not going to give you out the big heroes yet. I'm going to give you out the side characters. I know we got Supergirl already getting shot too, but it feels like in some small way he's releasing a bunch of random projects. Don't forget about Clayface is out there as well. And it's just leaving everybody confused as to what James Gunn is doing. I want to support this DC project. I want it to be good. I want to see James Gunn knock it out of the park. But, man, he's making this thing real difficult. We spend a lot of time tweeting about, you know, the process and what he's doing. But I hope that he is spending just as much time working on this new Superman film, trying to make it the best he could possibly make it. Because I've said it before. The fans deserve a win. DC needs a lot more wins. Warner Brothers damn sure needs some wins. And if this thing does not work out, we are not getting a Henry Cavill. We are not getting a Zack Snyder walking through that door to come back and save the DCU. You know what I'm saying? The DCU is dead and buried. It is over. We stuck with what we got. I believe if this movie doesn't work out, fingers crossed that it does, that James Gunn is going to have to pivot in a different direction. And this is what I'm saying. Should he have gave us the big superheroes with their own movies first and then led into a big team up to face Darkseid or whoever the next big bad is in this universe? Who's going to be the big bad to start off? So y'all let me know in the comment section. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think that, you know, James Gunn is making a mistake with the decisions that he's going with so far? Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate every last one of my subscribers. Peace out. Let's get 2,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch tomorrow.